Ladies and gentlemen, the Madness Entertainment Group presents Put the Comic Artist Hour with Les Garner.
Are we there yet? This thing playing in 3 places.
Yeah, seems like it's been a hot minute since we've been on, but we're back.
Yeah, it was just a little momentary,
pick up in things. It happens, but so we are back today, and I am. If you remember, a few weeks back, I was starting a piece of Eva from Brides, and so I'm just picking that up and continuing with it to get back in the groove of things. So we were just talking before the stream of, kind of catching up, seeing what's going on. So figure I'd continue that conversation a little bit. And of course, as always, if anybody's got any questions about anything, just pop them in the chat and we'll, I'll do my best to answer them.
Yeah.
So
we're up there everywhere. We're on Rumble. We're on Field. What's up, everybody? Thanks for tuning in. As always, Les is going to entertain you, educate you, and give you a little life lesson all at once. Here we go.
Oh, Lord. Yep. So I'm just kind of been playing around with my line work a little bit lately and letting myself get a little more involved in some of it. For a long time, I guess, the trend, and it still is in comics, was this kind of ultra clean, modern sort of stuff. Or I say modern because that's what's come about over, I guess the last 30 years or so. But I still love my line work. Love the crazy lines and wild stuff from guys like Bernie. So I've been, as some of my books have gotten a little more traction lately, I've been slowly but surely kind of bringing back some of the stuff that I really love, like just being a little more, what's the word? Letting myself be a little more indulgent with my lines.
Right. And
I can't show any of it yet because it's in Frog Sweat, and but there, Frog Sweat, Brides, and even some of the new Oz stuff. When it comes out, you'll start to see an evolution in what I'm doing because of the line work going into it is just getting stupid, and I love it. So I'm happy about that. And I'm thinking of something else that I'm happy about. We just wrapped the Kickstarter for Oz #3, Oz the Nightmare in Emerald #3. And we closed out, I don't remember what the actual total is, but I know we closed out over 10,000 on that one. So that makes it our best Kickstarter yet. Well, no, because Brides #1 was, I think, 16,000. But, yeah. It's definitely the best of the Oz books yet, that's for sure. So I'm very, very pleased by that. Oh, did I lose you, Pops?
Nope, I'm here. I'm having a bit of an adjustment period myself with keeping my attention divided. You understand what I'm talking about?
Oh, yeah.
I got one ear listening out for Ma,
Oh, yeah.
And it's going to take me a little while to adjust to this and know that, know her routine compared to mine and whatnot,
Oh, yeah.
Schedules and everything. It's all a learning process right now. I am slightly distracted as I keep an ear out for,
That's to be understood. Yep.
Once I'm confident that she's okay while I'm doing my thing, then I'll be, more involved again. It's just like
Oh,
I said, it's a learning curve right now.
I imagine it is. Mm-mm-mm. See, where do I want to go with this? I think I want to add darkness under there. A little bit right there. So let's come. There we go. Do. Go. Yeah. Digging that. This is not a page, so I'm kind of letting myself play with it a little bit. Because, every once in a while you kind of got to do that. Yep, it's been an interesting couple of weeks. So
Yeah, it has been.
mm-mm-mm.
Oh man, the train ride, as always, I like riding the train. That's not a problem. But met somebody that was heading into Phoenix. Of course, that I lived there for 35 years, so I had somebody to talk to.
There you go.
And that's usually what makes the train rides tolerable is you make a couple friends you actually make friends, not a 2-hour plane ride and you never see them again.
Oh yeah.
You're on the train for 24 hours. You talk to people.
That was the thing in Fight Club was the single serving friends.
Yeah. So, I got here. Now, this, like everybody knows, this was a cross country move planned and executed in 10 days.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
Okay, there's my stuff, it got packed for a go on the truck, get off the truck. It didn't get packed for a go on the truck, go to a warehouse, get unloaded off the truck, get put onto a different truck. It was not packed for that.
Oof.
So I'm expecting some damage. I'm expecting some, you know what I mean? I'm expecting the worst and hoping for the best. But they don't actually have to have my stuff physically here until August 4th.
Oh, that sucks.
So you know me. I'm like I travel light. I got me a few changes of clothes and my laptop, and I'm on the train. Well, that's all I have here is a few changes of clothes and a laptop.
That's pretty rough, man.
Oh,
that is rough.
Well, yeah, I mean the stress of worrying about everything, all my tech, all my collection, everything on that truck, everything, right? I mean everything. I didn't even have my clippers, my face care, shit, nothing, right? Because I figured it would all be here. Because they're like, what's the earliest we can drop it off? And I was like, oh, that sounds promising. You can drop it off on the 10th.
Yeah.
Well, they didn't drop it off on the 10th. But they really had me believing that truck was leaving there and headed this way. And it wasn't.
Oh, excuse me.
So there'll be some, some reviews about certain moving companies and their practices. There might even be a show about it. I don't know.
Oh, Lord. Cross country with Pops. There you go.
Yeah. Man, let me tell you what. It's not the first time. Like, this is like the 15th time I've packed up and moved across the countries. I mean, in my whole life. We did it like 5-6 times when I was a kid. Right?
Oh, yeah.
To Phoenix, back to Minneapolis, back to Phoenix, back to Minneapolis. That's when I quit. You going back to Minneapolis? I'm staying here. I liked Phoenix. I lived there for a long time. It just got too damn. The heat started getting to me as I got older.
Yeah, it'll do that.
But
it's wild. I think a lot of folks like folks who are not in the United States might not realize just how epic moving across the United States is.
Yeah.
That's, you know, the what would be a good comparison? It would be like moving from
From Spain to Ukraine.
yeah from France to Russia, or actually more like from England all the way to Russia.
It's crazy, man.
Yeah,
it's a long trek. I mean, it's 1,500 miles. You know.
Yeah, that's wild.
The crazy thing is, Les, is that in the last month I rode the train 1,500 miles 3 times.
Jeez, that's nuts, dude.
Came out here for Bob's memorial service and then went home knowing I was packing up and coming back again. You know. But yeah, I mean, you know, I'm figuring I'll probably have some damage. I'm sure some frames are going to get messed up. You know.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that the stuff that's really important was packed well enough. You know, but some gems in there, man. There's some gems in there.
Yeah. So you used I guess you packed your stuff and then got the movers to grab it?
Yeah. And like I said, I wasn't packing it for a month of being loaded and unloaded, loaded and unloaded. I packed it because I thought it was coming here. You know, I mean, I'd have packed it with much more care if I knew it was going to be on the road for a month.
Yep.
So, like you say, all I can do is hope for the best. You know.
Oh yeah.
And I just kind of expect there'll probably be some stuff that gets messed up. You know.
Yep. Yeah, this is I've been so busy lately that, like, God, man, I'm pretty tired, so I'm like not as talkative today as I normally am. But we did let's see, have we not done a show since Heroes Con, have we?
No, I think right after that was the last one. Yeah.
So
been a couple weeks.
Let's see the recap here. Well, Heroes Con was a huge success, and that was just great. I mean, I feel like our presence at Heroes Con directly leads into Oz #3 doing as well as it has, and that's great because when we launched the book on Saturday at Heroes, it was funded in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So, and after about a week and a half watching the numbers, I kind of predicted what it was going to end up at, and it actually has done exactly what I predicted, and that's nice.
Yeah, well, it's like I was saying, when you get out in front of the people at a con, it's so much different than trying to get people to look at your stuff online.
Yeah.
People go to the con to look at that stuff.
Yep.
That's why they're there. They paid money to get in the door to look at the stuff. You better be ready to show them some good stuff.
Yep.
You know, and if you are and you're prepared and you got a good layout and a good product, you're going to make money. But that's where you build your fan base, is across the table from a fan.
Yep.
You know, I mean, it really is. It was so much different for me when we set up at Hall of Heroes. So much different interacting with people who they're there for that. That's why they're there. You know,
it's nice too. I mean, it's just nice when you're there and it's people who are literally there for, you know, for this stuff. That's, you know, because most of what we do it's kind of a lonely gig, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. And then try to take that as Now, somebody like me who promotes people like you, okay,
Yep.
so my whole game is trying to get you seen, whether it be online, whatever. So the difference, though, again, on the floor of the con was that I got to sell everybody's stuff to one guy. I mean, I got to pitch the whole network to the guy across the table, not just my stuff, not just the Ozzy book, not just this, not just that, the whole network. As long as dude would stand there, I had something else to say.
Oh, that's good.
You know what I mean? We have a
Yeah.
lot in the network. We have a lot to pitch.
We do. It's
You
it's,
know,
it's,
so-
it's pretty wild.
Yeah, as long as I could get people to stand there, I was, we talked about this, we talked about that, we talked about everything.
Mm-mm-mm.
I think I might have overwhelmed a couple of them people, if you want to know the truth. They just
can
hadn't
see that.
seen anything like what we do, you know.
I can totally see that. Yeah.
And then, of course, just networking with other people, you know, other comic people that we've talked to online forever and finally get to actually meet in person, that kind of stuff, you know.
Yeah. That's a part of this stuff that I suck at. Always have.
Okay, well, who did you get to meet at Heroes Con that you had never met before that you were glad you got to meet?
Nobody.
Nobody.
Yeah, I mean, because I was at the table. Dude, I think I signed 600 books at Heroes Con.
See? Yeah, you see? Next time you get some Ozzy books.
Yeah, I was there. Just, I mean, every time I turned around, there was a stack of books in front of me to be signed, or a bunch of sketch covers to be drawn. I don't know how many sketch covers, probably 8 or 9 at least. And
Nice.
yeah, it was hella busy that whole weekend.
It's what we want. It's what we want.
But I did have. I had never been to Charlotte before, and I did have some really good seafood. And then after the show, the wife and I went out to. We drove on out to the coast to Ocracoke Island, or took a ferry out to Ocracoke, and that was a really good time. That was really good. We went camping out there, and I love doing that kind of stuff. So yeah, it was a good time. Now the last show that we did was in Knoxville a couple weeks ago. Was FrankenCon, which we did last year.
Right.
And FrankenCon's always a good show. We had a little bit of a hiccup with some stuff, with some audio visual stuff that I was pretty upset about, but it all worked out for the best in the end. And thankfully Richard and the guys behind that show are the good folks. So it was a good time.
Well, I'm always available to help with the techie side.
Yeah.
That is what I do, is go to the show and set up my show, That part of it we've got pretty well figured out. My partner, Kaz, he scored us a better Wi-Fi antenna.
Cool.
For our hotspot, better than we had at Hall of Heroes. So
that's cool.
Next time we roll into a con, we won't have any issues. It'll be even better than it was. And it was a little, Hall of Heroes Con, the building that they set up their show in, we already knew was going to be hard to do, hard to broadcast out of.
Yeah.
So we went in there knowing that. We went there knowing that this is probably going to be the hardest building we have to do a show out of. Let's go there first and see what we have to work with, So we went there, we set up, we did the show. Kosh realized right away, if we're going to do a show in that building again, we're going to need a better Wi-Fi antenna. Okay, so right away he bought one, and it's the directional kind that you can turn toward the signal.
Yep.
Yeah, so we got one of those for the next con that we do, and it's like it's definitely a challenge to put out a clear, crisp show out of a building where that many people are using the available Wi-Fi or the available airwave or whatever.
Yeah, I can imagine that would be a royal pain.
Well, that was why we wanted to try it in the hardest spot I could think of. Because I already knew Hall of Heroes, man, last year you couldn't get a signal on your phone. There was like one spot in the building. I remember me and the guy who runs Grand Rapids Comic Con, Mark Hodges, we were walking around trying to find a spot where you could, like go live on Facebook or even, connect to Facebook, right?
Oh, yeah.
We found one spot in the whole building last year, and it was really rough. This year they had done some upgrades, but we came in with, our own hotspot, our own Netgear, hotspot and antenna and everything. So we weren't even using their Wi-Fi. And that's the way we prefer it. Going in with our own, we don't have to step on their, like people are trying to do transactions with their phone, stuff like that. We don't want to interfere with any of that, So
yeah, that's the important stuff.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's totally different setting up at a con than it is for most people. We put some stuff on the table, whatever. But we're not there to necessarily sell stuff. We're there to broadcast the show, promote the people in the network, and have a good time. It's like, it's not so much how much money we make at the end of the weekend, it's how much of an impact we made at the end of the weekend.
See, that's kind of how we approach certain shows. There's some shows, so like I look at it and think there's some shows that are about the sales. Heroes Con, definitely about sales. That's a great show. I will be there next year. Put it on your calendar. I'll be there from now on. It was the first time I got to do it, and I'm just like, this is the best show. It's the best show I've ever done, bar none.
Is that the one I need to go set up at next year? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, Charlotte, North Carolina. You need to be there. That is the one. I've done New York. I've done Chicago. I've done San Diego. I've done at least once or twice pretty much all the big shows. And this was my first time, though, at Charlotte. And Heroes Con has been the best show that I've ever done. I loved it.
All right. We're going to tag that one then. Now, I've already talked to the people here, like Albuquerque, because I'm West Coast now. This is weird.
That is weird.
I already talked to the people at Albuquerque Comic Con, and they're going to set me up with a press pass so I can go check out this next show and talk to them. And I'm starting at the bottom again, like I did there. Started with press passes and worked my way up to being comped a booth. So I got to start all over again in that aspect on the West Coast. But I do know people in Phoenix. I know Polito. I know, what I mean? I'll be all right once I get settled out here. But I don't want to forget about stuff back there because this has to be nationwide. It's not, it's not a one region show that I'm trying to put on. So, we got people from all over the world in our network. We want people from all over the world watching it. We want to be able to go all over the world as best we can to promote it. So.
Yep, absolutely. Well, I would definitely point you to Heroes Con because that was a great show.
Yeah, well, maybe we'll just get a big ass booth for all of us next year or something.
Yeah. Well, I know I'll be there next year because I've got so much going on with Resolute that I'll definitely be there next year with them.
Right.
So I'm really happy with that. Rick at Resolute, man, great dude. Very happy to be working with him. He's good to me.
I just want to get down with the paranormal shows on the network, bro.
He's working on that stuff. He was
I
doing.
know him and I
stuff.
talked a long time ago about doing some stuff on the network, and it's like that out of everything he's doing, and this is no slight to the comics and the stories and everything, but that's the thing that intrigued me the most was the underwater paranormal investigation.
Isn't that weird? That is the weirdest thing.
That is so cool. Look how many shipwrecks and stuff there are. Hauntings on shorelines where people talk about mermaids and all that. Man, it's different than the ghost sit in a room and try to talk to the ghost.
Oh yeah.
It's so different. I'm very intrigued by it. I want to be involved in that. He knows.
Oh.
Rick knows. I want anything that people are doing that's broadcast, anything that's a show that's something we're going to put out there for people to watch. Yeah, I want to be involved in it. That's what my network's for.
But at FrankenCon in Knoxville, we had Psycho and Pinky were there with us.
Right.
The midget wrestlers. Yeah,
the little people. Yeah.
They're a hoot, man. They're so much fun to hang out with. So that was wild. They were there, and then so I guess I can go ahead and talk about this. We started laying the groundwork at FrankenCon for doing a short film that is an Oz Nightmare and Emerald short film.
Right.
Because we had we've had this young lady who's an actress there in Knoxville. We've had her come out and cosplay as Dorothy a few times, and it just this was just the perfect storm because we had her, Psycho, and Pinky all together, and I was able to sit down with them and talk to all of them about it. And since then, I've cast my my lion, and I've cast a couple other characters that I won't reveal yet.
Right.
And I'm scouting around looking for locations. I need just a single. Most of it will be shot inside just a single room, but it has some specific requirements I'm looking for. So what I'd love is to get into the Waverly Sanitarium in Louisville, Kentucky, but that's a big ask.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's old defunct sanitarium. It's a real creepy place.
Dan said he did Heroes Con once and was in New York. So NYCC was his main one each year because that's where he is.
Yeah.
Where it was. But he said he did Heroes Con once. Did you like it? It's the question. Did you enjoy it?
You know me, I start to zone out when I get into some of the really tight spots inking.
Oh yeah. See, the weird thing for me is that I haven't been to that many Comic-Cons. I mean, I've been to Comic-Cons as press a lot of time. I haven't been to very many Comic-Cons where I was just a fan.
Man, back when I was my early 20s, from 19 to into my early 20s, I was at comic book shows like all the time. And it's because back then, I was dogging it looking for work.
Right.
And it's so funny, man, because I've been out of that loop for so long that, coming back into it is a little different these days.
Well, I've always had a solid comic collection, but I've never been a slinger or flipper or any of that. Yeah. But I was also into cards back in the day before they started grading them and ruined that market. I was into cards, and I used to go to card shows a lot, you know. But then when they started like telling you had to pay for your $1,000 card to be worth 1,500, I was like, what? What do you mean I got to pay you to make it worth more? That sounds like a scam to me.
Yeah, definitely.
And that's the way I've looked at graded cards and graded comics ever since. You know, it's just no, I'm not paying you. Why would I pay you because I own this beautiful book? Why should I have to pay you to make it worth more? Who are you? Right?
Oh yeah.
You know, who are you? You just started a grading company and make it like if they don't go your way, their comics aren't worth nothing, no matter what condition they're in. My 9.8 is just as valuable as your 9.8. The only difference is that you mailed it to somebody, they wrapped it in plastic and put it in a database.
Yep.
Doesn't make it any better than mine. Mine is still the same condition theirs is. But my problem came from the grading itself. How do you get 500 people nationwide to grade every book in the exact same way?
That's a good point.
It's impossible. There's no two people that are going to see the same defect at the and give it the same tick. This, you know what I mean? How do you okay, there's a little dent in the corner. One guy that might be a 0.2, to somebody else it might be a 0.5. Do you see off? Do you see what I mean? It's like there's no two people that are going to grade everything exactly the same, and that's when it gets stupid. You know.
Oh yeah.
The more people you got doing it, the less chance that it's all going to be uniform, and yeah, you know what
I mean. Pardon me. Every time I start talking, I get really sleepy. Let's see here now. Where are we going? Yep, we want that. See how she's looking. Not too shabby.
So yeah, Dan said it went okay at Heroes Con, but he did better on the art commissions than he did selling books.
I don't know which we did better on, because I know for me, I had a painting that sold, and literally half my revenue for Heroes Con was this one painting sale. So that was a good sale.
A nice one, I assume.
Yes. It was let's see if I can find it actually. It was the Dorothy piece from Oz that was an homage to Vampirella from Rosetta.
I know which one. I think you drew that on the show.
I think I worked on some of it on the show.
Yeah, and then you did like the base drawing and then went and painted it after.
Yeah. Pretty sure that was it. God, I lose track because I do so damn much. I lose track.
Yeah, you lose track because you've done over 100 episodes of this show.
Yep, this one's what, 106?
Yeah, something like that.
Freaking crazy, man.
It is crazy. You have entered your third season.
That's wild. That's really weird. That's legit freaking weird, man. I don't even know what to think of that crap.
Especially since you said right in the beginning you didn't really like to do it, didn't want to do it, probably wouldn't do it very long.
Yeah. Like, wow, man, if this is my idea of doing something, of not doing something for a long time, it gives you some idea how I could have a career at this stuff, because I'm 33 years deep in the damn thing.
Yeah. It just definitely shows your work ethic more than anything, right?
I just don't give up. I'm just too stupid to quit.
Well, we got a whole network of people like that.
Yep. Yeah.
And I love them all because they got strength, determination, merciless, forever.
Little Black Label references.
Yeah,
There she is.
Yeah, I think you did draw that one on the show.
Yep. So the original of that went to a good home. These people were there in Charlotte, but where were they from? They were from, I think they were from Wisconsin. It was wild. I mean, this couple came by and they stopped at the table. We're looking at everything, and the guy looks up and sees this was sitting there in a nice frame. And he just looks at the wife, and she's like, "Go ahead." And he asked how much, and I told him, which I'm not going to say on here because it was not a small amount of money.
Well, I mean, it's real work, man. That's not, a 15-minute sketch.
Yeah. But and then dude was like, I actually thought it wasn't going to go because the guy's like, well, he said the thing everybody says. He's like, I'll be back for it tomorrow. And I'm like, okay. Of course I'm thinking, yeah, right.
Yeah, he won't be back. Yeah.
And next day, I mean, like, right, bright and early in the morning, dude comes back. Actually, no, he didn't. That was the first day he saw it. The second day, I didn't see him all day, and I was like, yeah, that ain't okay. There it is. But then the third day, on Sunday morning, he comes rolling in and walks up to me with an envelope in his hand. And was like, here you go.
I was gonna say people that travel don't usually take stuff back to their hotel room during the weekend till they're leaving, right? They'll come in on the last day and pick up all that stuff that they wanted and just pack it to travel. They don't take it back to the hotel room.
I was very happy to get that moved out. That helped some stuff out a little bit.
Yeah.
So always got to be out there making that money, man. Always got to be making that dough.
Well, you got to at least be running the hustle, making sure people know you're there, you're working, you're ready. Whatever you want, I got it. You got to have that kind of demeanor.
Mm-hmm.
I'm here to give you whatever you want, bro. I got you. Right?
That's definitely one of those things. Is I never quit. I'm always there, banging away on the stuff.
And that's the same with the network. It's like I tell people, it's like whatever you need from me, I'll try to provide. I'll make sure you got whatever you need to put on a good show. That's what I do.
Good.
And I'm not going to stop doing it no matter who comes or who goes. I'm going to keep doing this as long as there's people that want to use this network as a promotional tool.
I hear you, man.
I don't got no quit. You know that.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that looks so much better. As soon as I filled that in, that just jumped at me. It's always funny when you have little moments like that. And I think I probably spent a good 2 minutes of my life putting those lines in there.
A good 2 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Here we go. Yeah, that's much better. That feels much better. So we've been I've been working with she's probably got her earbuds in and can't hear me, which is fine. We've had a young lady from back home where I come from, named Rihanna Davis, who I've known her for quite a few years now, and she graduated college recently, got her art degree, and I met this young lady. God, it's been 8 years ago when I was doing classes. I was teaching classes at the Rowan County Art Council in Moorhead, Kentucky, and in walks this little girl who was 14 years old, and she was absolutely the star of the class. I mean, there was some other good talent in the class, but she was attentive and awesome and just the sweetest little thing ever. And I ended up talking to her mom, and I heard her mom's voice, and I was like, "What part of Bath County are you from?" Had come to find out, she's like, "Oh, it's not Bath County. I'm from Fleming." And I was like, and she said, "I live over in Hillsboro, though, not far." And I was like, "Yeah, it's just about 5 miles from where I grew up." And we talked a lot. I ended up, doing a lot of stuff with this young lady through the years, helping her out and just watching her grow and everything. And it is awesome. So now that she's out of college, she's come and stayed in our guest room for for the month of July, and I've been tutoring her on a bunch of stuff, and I shouldn't say tutoring. She doesn't need to be tutored anymore, that's for sure. She never really did, as far as I'm concerned. But she's a really great talent at. She's got, I mean, very different style of artwork than I personally do, but she's got this. When she's doing the drawing, she does this cartooning stuff that is just awesome. Like it's very different. It's not like anything I've seen before, and I really like it. So we're probably going to be doing some stuff together, some projects and things. Well, actually, not probably going to be. We are. We've got a couple of things in the works, so you'll be hearing about that soon. And there's a good chance. Actually, I want to pop over and see. I haven't got a response to that yet. There's a really good chance that she may end up pinch hitting for me on the colors for Brides Volume 2, because I've got so much going on that it's actually me doing all the jobs on it like I usually do is starting to not be a thing. And so,
Yeah, well, you got somebody right there that you can make sure they're doing it the way you want it done. It's not like you're just hiring out to somebody and hoping. This person, what they're capable of. But
yeah, I'm actually kind of excited about that. I mean, we've still got some T's to cross and I's to dot about that. I think mostly boils down to some scheduling stuff.
Right.
But we're looking at that because that's something I really would like to have. Because if there is one part of doing one part of comic book production that I actually despise, it's coloring. I hate doing colors. I really do. It is my least favorite part of it.
I can see Les when he was a kid and his mom bought him a coloring book and he got his black pen out and started doing line work.
I'm like, I don't need a damn coloring book. I need blank paper.
No, I'm saying you were looking at these plain coloring book drawings, and then you were getting your black pen and doing line work on them and turning them into pieces of art.
I actually did do that.
I know. I can see it.
I would look at a coloring book and be like, "Man, that's too flat." And I'd be like, sitting there scrubbing and doing ink lines and stuff all over it.
Yeah, I can see it. I can see you doing that to a coloring book, no doubt.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I was a funny kid with stuff like that.
All right, so Argo also said, I think there is an OzCon where pieces like that Dorothy piece, do really well.
Yeah. Well, that's there's stuff coming around the Oz series.
No, I mean he's saying that there's an actual con.
Yeah, no, I know there is.
Oz stuff. Right?
I was just getting to that. Okay. Sort of. There's stuff coming up with Oz, which I talked about the short film a little bit.
Right.
But there's some other things coming up with Oz that I'm not at liberty to talk about just yet, but they're going to be super cool. So what I will say is they involve some pieces of memorabilia that you'll only be able to get through us and stuff. I mean, it's stuff that goes back to the very foundations of Oz in some wild ways. So I'm super happy about that. But I can't say anything more about it because we're we got a few things we got to do before it all finishes and takes place. But it's a done deal. So yeah, good stuff, man.
Yeah, we just got a message that StreamYard is having trouble streaming to Facebook. This may be an issue on Facebook's end. Well, yeah, it is. But anyway, is it possible the stream was ended or deleted on Facebook? Yeah, we got all kinds of time to go over to Facebook and mess with the broadcast.
Yeah,
why would we turn it off? That's just stupid. Facebook sucks. StreamYard sucks. That's all.
Yeah. You're not wrong.
We are going to be transferring over to EV Mux, so I'm going to have to get with you on that too.
So what?
EV Mux is a different streaming platform.
Okay.
A better one. No more admin, no more none of that crap, right?
That'd be good. That would be great.
You just have your studio that you can work in anytime.
Cool.
You see, so you won't have to share a studio with nobody. We just got to get everybody familiarized with it. It's pretty much the same thing, and I produce your show anyway. You just got to be here,
and that's how I like it.
Yeah.
If I had to do more than that, I definitely would not have gotten this far.
Yeah,
because I don't enjoy that side of this stuff. I know a lot about it. I can do it.
It's a pain.
I can do it, but I don't like it.
Yeah, it's just a pain.
Yeah. Pretty much anything that pulls me away from actually drawing is, to me, kind of a waste.
Yeah.
It's not a waste for other people if that's their thing. It's the skill set and all that. But for me, I'm just like, nah. Not not my deal.
Okay. So for all the people that were watching on Facebook, I just reconnected it. So you might have to pull out and go back in, something like that.
That's what she said.
Pull out and go back in. Do it right this time.
It's terrible.
Is that what she said? Do it right this time? All right. That was a rail jump. Here we go. All right. So if you were watching on Les's Facebook, you should be able to pick the show back up again. There you go.
Hopefully.
If not, just go to YouTube or Pilled or Rumble or any place else where it's playing.
I have no idea where I get most of my views from. So
news.
I figure my stuff probably gets most of its views off of Facebook and YouTube.
No, we get most of our views off Pilled Nation across the network.
Huh.
Pilled gives more views, more interaction, more money across the network.
Huh.
And it's getting better. It's growing. Our network is like top 30 of all the people streaming on Pilled.
Oh, that's cool.
And we know the people. We know the people that run the platform. We can actually talk to them about fixes. And this is why people are flocking to Pilled, because it ain't like YouTube. You got a problem, you can talk to somebody and they will address the problem.
That's cool.
You got a problem on YouTube, you just got a problem.
Yeah.
It ain't getting fixed.
Yeah.
When you know the people that run the platform, like one of the main people who codes for the platform. When you know these people, you're actually friends with them. Yeah, it makes it way better. You feel like you're ground floor in it, right?
Yeah.
And that's how I feel about Pilled. I feel like we're ground floor in a platform that's growing at a pretty solid rate, and I'm happy about that. But yeah, we don't got nowhere where we're getting 100 views on a show except for Pilled. Nowhere. You know,
That's sad.
well,
Yeah,
sad unless like I myself, I'm kind of invested in Pill now because
Mm.
I like the platform. I like the way they treat their clients. I like the interaction of the whole site. I like everything about it. So makes it kind of easy for me to promote it more.
Mm.
You know, I mean,
That
I
doesn't
tell
hurt.
everybody we're on YouTube. I tell everybody we're on Rumble, but I make sure they know we're on Pill because that's
Nice.
where we're doing our best. You know,
Very cool. Very, very cool. Come on now. Where'd you go? Is she freaking out on me? Oh,
and yeah, Reza Romano just popped in over on Pill just to say so.
yeah.
He said, "Hit that red pill and show some love." You see, so the other people on Pill help promote you, right? They help promote your show. The other people that run shows there, they're helping you out. On YouTube, it's all cutthroat. Nobody's helping each other. I want the views, not you. Blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
You know,
That's kind of how it be.
and on Peel, just like you got other showrunners that are promoting you and sharing the fact that you just went live, and you know what I mean. It's cool. It's much more like you're dealing with the fam. You know, and I appreciate you, Razor. You know, I see you out there, buddy. People that get it, we like it. You know.
Mm-hmm. All right. Now, which way are we going to go here? I'm going to take this guy. I'm going to grab some white. And we're going to come in here with
All right, I'm going to take a look at this real quick, see what we got. We've had 55 people view this show. We got 7 likes on Pill and 55 people viewing it, right?
cool.
We got 3 people watching on YouTube. We got 1 thumbs up. 1. We got 2 people watching on Rumble. We got 1 thumbs up. Field is really where we're doing the best, the most interaction, the most everything. You know?
Cool.
That's because people tell each other, you know, like Razor and Liberty or Death went out earlier and posted that we were going live in a little while. They all toot each other's horns. You know, they all promote each other. They're promoting the platform as a whole, right? It's not like YouTube where it's like you're struggling for people to come watch you in the midst of the million other people that are there to watch.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that sucks.
You know, it's like, it's more family oriented. It just feels more like a family appeal. That's all.
Oh, that's cool. I can dig that. Absolutely. We'll come in here with some little spatters. Spatter some white. It's a bit too much right there. Nice. I think I'm going to call that finished. So
we'll blow it up for me. Let me, yeah, there you go. Blow that thing up.
Here and there we go.
Now, this is in no way a slight to any of the other people that draw on this network, but if y'all don't understand that this guy is one of the best we have to offer, I don't know what to tell you. You know, I just don't know what to tell you because this is definitely one of the best we have to offer when we're showing you this stuff. So, you know, You can follow Les over there on Facebook. I don't know where else you're at. Where else you at?
Primarily Facebook. I occasionally post on X, but not very often. Let's see. Yeah, I'm probably going to start posting a lot more other stuff to YouTube soon because I've been recording like a boatload of process videos, especially with those Frazetta tribute pieces. Because I did how many three, maybe four Frazetta tribute paintings, and I did process recordings for most of those, like actual camera over the shoulder, all that.
Yeah,
we'll just have something going on.
Hold on to those for that August break.
Yeah, that might be a good time to drop some of those.
Yeah, I mean, if you got like 3 different ones, we could do a different one each week. That'd be sweet.
Oh yeah, well, I mean, like, yeah, I could probably run 16 weeks just of those because it's like it's real time. Like I have the real time recordings. I haven't sped them up or anything yet. So
right.
I'm.
But that's what I would want, the real time recordings.
Yeah. No, there's, and I think I talk some through them. Most of the time, though, I'm really quiet on them, and that's kind of the downside. But
we just accompany it with some tunes. We put it on Pilled.
Yeah.
See, that's the other thing about Pilled. We can play music. We can play movies. We do whatever we want over there. We don't have the Google overlords.
Yeah.
That's the thing I love the most about it is that we can do other stuff that we can't do on YouTube.
Yeah, we can pop those up uncut over there and just throw some music behind it and be done.
Yeah. That'd be no problem. No problem. What is up, Umbralutus? Popping in to say, hey, what's happening?
Well, howdy, dude. Hey, y'all. Good times. Well, we are coming up on the hour right now, and I think
we are.
That's gonna be pretty good. So I feel we got 32 people watching today. That's nice. We got
and that doesn't count Pilled and Rumble.
Nice.
See, that counter only accounts for Twitch, X, and YouTube.
Huh.
And Facebook, and even then you don't know how accurate it is, but it does not include Pilled or Rumble at all, and Pilled already outviewed all of those combined.
Wow, that's crazy, man.
That's why I love that platform, bro. I know I'm getting seen over there.
Good stuff, man. I need to give me the URL for their site because I haven't even been over to their site yet.
It's pilled.net.
Let's see.
PILLED.
Yeah, I gotta check that out actually.
Yeah, I mean, you sign up. You can sign up and comment on other people's stuff. Check out all the other shows. Doesn't cost you nothing because you're already running your show through our network. But you can still sign up so you can like chat and whatnot, right?
Yep.
But yeah, it's a great platform, man. I love it. I love the people there, and that's kind of what I'm calling our main base right now as far as our broadcasting goes.
Nice. I think next week I might have Rihanna come on as a guest and talk about stuff. Or then I'm also thinking about starting to do some shows dipping back into 3D a little bit because I actually do a ton of 3D for our videos and animations.
Right.
I mean, that's a lot. The majority of the work that I do on the animations is actually in 3D. And there's been some updates to Blender lately that are just off the hook. So that's always fun, man. And I know a lot of folks, I know there's a bazillion, tutorials out there on Blender, but just might as well throw my 2 cents worth in sometime.
Yay, hell yeah. Look, this is your show. Whatever you want to do week to week. I don't, no, you shouldn't do that. Do what you do, bro.
But it's funny because it's Comic Artists Hour, and I am the comic artist who's on here for an hour.
Yeah.
But I do so many different things aside from just drawing comic book pages, and they all relate directly into the comics. That's like,
you definitely have one of the most wide-ranging variety of skills in a show. Okay.
That's how you know I've been very, very poor.
Well,
because I've had to learn a lot of different ways to pay the rent.
Okay, I'll take that.
That's the motivational power of poverty.
There you go.
Yep. I need to make that a thing and start putting a little tag on stuff that says this work brought to you by poverty.
Yeah. The threat of poverty.
Yes, the threat of poverty.
But yeah, definitely like the idea of bringing guests on anytime you want. That's always cool. But when it comes to what you do, man, instructional or entertainment, whatever you do, it's always good. I'm here with you. Do your thing.
Well, on that note, let's take it on out, and we'll see y'all next week.
All right. We'll play a couple ads. We're going to be out of here. Yeah, if I can find them. Where they at? Oh, yeah, there's one. I know this campaign just ended. I'm not sure if it's on late pledges or not, but Oz 3, baby.
Yeah, Oz 3 is on late pledges.
Okay, I'm going to play that ad right now. Peace out, everybody. See you tonight.
Later, y'all.
Been quiet, too quiet. But when smoke rises, Cosmos brings the fire. GWP, yeah, we rise from the block. Guys with powers on the move, time to put smoke on lock. He running drugs, running guns, if he can't be stopped. We the mega hero squad and we taking that shot. GWP, yeah, the city gon' see. When Cosmos calls the plate, that's a whole new league. New York in the business, but we fight as a team. Guys with powers, baby, welcome to the regime.
Oh yeah! Hope you enjoyed today's show. Couple more ads, we're gonna be going.
It's a place to celebrate heroes that have passed. A place to remember great deeds and past battles. And the place where evil now waits to strike. Galaxy Memorial Park, Volume 2. Crowdfunding on fundmycomic.com.
Evening, darlings. It's about time to start this show. Get on out of here. That's my set. My name's Belladonna Lamort, and I'm just hopping on screen to tell you, if y'all ain't checked out the Gasp Horror Anthology from Resolute Bliss, then y'all about as silly as that dusty old bag of bones. So what you waiting for? Head on over and sign up at Kickstarter now.
Ozzy, what are you doing? Come and have a look at this lovely book that was sent over.
You're wrapping in the perpendicular.
Oh, go on and spit the bat out your mouth. No one can understand you like that.
Better now. 6 out of 5 dentists and all. Yeah.
Oh, well, that's not much better. Ozzy, why don't you sing to me? I can always understand you when you sing to me.
Oh, fucking my brains. What is this my publisher sent me? Inked in black with art so sweet.
So what do you think? Do you like it?
Oh, Lord, yeah.
Dr. Mall? Yeah, this is Detective Marcus Fulton with Kinnixon County Sheriff's Department, and I have a case I need your help with.
How many bodies?
2. Both ritual killings, both males, no obvious connection.
Are you a hunter, Mr. Fulton?
As much as I can be.
Good. So we're about to hunt the most elusive apex predator there is.
Well, then you better get a good night's sleep. I'll see you tomorrow.
Some killers, they want to be found. Some want to be caught. They want to see their own headlines. This man is not interested in any of that. He's on a mission. He's not going to stop. He's not going to make any mistakes.
There's a reason the res is where it is. Hell, even the local tribes haven't been up there in 200 years. They say even the land is evil.
I don't believe that kind of evil.
Maybe you should.
If you missed the live viewing of any Meg production, you can find all our content on Roku or as a member of this channel. Madness Entertainment Group.